Jakkolo is one of the games that I've been introduced to in later years. I haven't really grown up playing it, but it has grown on me and I've learned to enjoy it. Since trying it for the first time and realizing how difficult it was, I've slowly but surely improved over time. The game takes place on a rectangular wooden board surrounded with edges. And on one side, the player throws or releases the pucks, and on the other side, there are 4 gates which the pucks can enter. The game's goal is to get as many points as possible, and the way you do this is by getting the pucks inside the gates. The gates are divided into 1, 2, 3, and 4. Simple enough. And you would probably think that the best way is to get as many pucks into gate number 4. But really, the best way to go about it is to spread all of the pucks evenly across all 4 gates, since 1 puck in each gate amounts to a total of 20 points, instead of 10 if you were to add them up one by one. Say that you get 2 pucks in each of the 4 gates, this adds up to 40 points. And say that you get 3 pucks in each of the 4 gates, this means 60 points. Since the game only consists of 30 pucks, there will naturally be a maximum limit to how many points you can get. This means that in order to get a perfect score, you would need 7 pucks in each of the 4 gates, and an additional 2 pucks in gate number 4, since this gives the most points. And this adds up to a total of 148 points, which is a perfect score. Now that that's established and you know the basics of the game and how the point system works, let's move on. To be honest, I'm not even sure if it's actually possible. At first glance, it does seem possible, but just incredibly hard, since you have to get every single puck inside one of the gates. And in order to get a perfect score, you have to have them at the right places. There have been rounds where I've had 2 or 3 pucks left, but never 0. So therefore I wanted to find out if it was possible to get a perfect score in this game and see how much time it would take me to accomplish it. Let's begin. This is round number 1. What I've learned so far playing the game on and off in my spare time is that it's drastically harder to get a puck inside the middle lanes compared to the lanes on the side. This is because I use the edges on the board itself to help me aim for the gates on the sides. This is a lot harder to do in the middle lanes because there are no edges, and this means that I have to aim with extremely little accuracy to get it inside. In other words, my hand-eye coordination is pretty bad. As you can see, I start by trying to get as many pucks in the 2 middle lanes. And this is because these 2 are usually the hardest lanes to get pucks in. I found this to be the best way to go about it, since I find it extremely hard to do it afterwards. So the game consists of 3 rounds. This was the first round. We have 2 more left. Once you have done the 3 rounds, then you get your final score. When the right amount of pucks are in the central lanes, and this is 7 pucks each, I move over to the sides. Usually I dedicate the first 2 rounds of the game in order to get the right amount of pucks in the middle. And then I specifically use the last round to get all the remaining pucks on the sides. This means that I have to get every single puck in one of the side lanes without missing a single one in order to get a perfect score. And this is where it gets extremely hard. so we have 1 round left, and we got 6, and so we have 7 pucks in one of the gates, gate number 4 that is, and then we have 6 pucks in gate number 3, then 1 in gate number 1 and 0 in gate number 2. So now that we have 1 round left, we have to get all of the pucks inside the gates without missing a single one. And we have to get 1 in gate number 3, 7 in gate number 2, and 6 in gate number 1. And then an additional 2 in gate number 4. Yeah. Okay, so the ones on the left side or on the sides isn't, you know, the worst ones to get. So we got 7 on gate number 2. So already we have kind of lost since we have 2 that's left. We can't really do anything now. Okay, so that's the final round. And now it's time to count up the points. As you can see, we have 4 on gate number 1. So that is 80 points. And then an additional 4 times 3, that's 12, 12, 15. So the final score is 94. And just to remind you, a perfect score is 148. We did 7 rounds and the closest was 128. So I'll continue tomorrow. After a lot of practice, I've improved when it comes to getting the pucks in the side lanes. I'm currently using a technique that allows me to get most of my throws inside the gate. The technique is that I keep my fingers in the same exact spot and use the edges as support when I release the pucks. But this also needs a good amount of practice in order to perfect. Even though I managed to get all 7 pucks in each of the side lanes, I still wasn't able to get a perfect score, since I was missing 3 pucks in the middle. So far I've gotten pretty close to getting a perfect score, but the thing is that there's a lot of things that have to work out in order for it to happen. Luck also plays a big role, but I'm pretty sure that if I keep playing and if I play enough rounds, that I eventually will be able to do it. I'm just not sure when that will happen.
This is day 3. This is day 4. This is day 5. This is day 6. This is day 7. This is day 8. This is day 9. This is day 10. This is day 11. Oh shit, that was loud. Finally. Oh shit. Oh, this is taking way too long. It feels so good to finally be done with this. This stupid challenge.
We have 7 over here, 9 here, 7 here, and 7 there. Yes! That's amazing. That's amazing. And it only took 436 tries. I'm done. That's a perfect round of Jakkolo. One thing is for sure, and that is that I'll never do this again. I think I'll never manage to get exactly 148 points again, because this took a extremely long time. I've been through so many different techniques, trying so many things, adjusting small little micro adjustments to make the last pieces go in, and I finally completed the challenge, which I at many points throughout this process thought was completely impossible. Even though I know it's physically possible or theoretically possible, it's another thing to actually do it. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.